Very good evening to all of you. This evening, Aalaap, Akhila and the whole team requested me to bring back the memories of Srimati M.S. Lakshmi. And I don't think talking can do the job well. It's a music that we remember her, and I don't think I am fit enough or my music is really great enough to talk the greatness of M.S. Lakshmi. Nevertheless, having had the great fortune, the blessed fortune, one of the greatest blessings in life that I had was to be associated to a company to learn from Srimati M.S. Lakshmi, whom in our family we regard her as one of the most important persons of our family, and she was already fondly addressed as Amma. To talk about her greatness, I can go on and on, but it's already really late, and I will just restrict myself to playing a few compositions that were greatly popularized by her, and I had the fortune of learning these compositions from her. Amma was a very, I should say, a very gifted personality. Such great people are just, I think, just once in a lifetime. Her dedication to art, her dedication to music, her dedication to life, she still remains such a great role model for not just the women, I think for everybody in life. There is so much to learn from her when it comes to music, the respect that she has for all the great values in music, be it Shruti, be it Laya, be it Bhava, be it Sahitya, be it anything. The kind of respect that she had, never was she out of Shruti. The kind of respect that she had for the tamburas on the stage, the two, Lakshmi and Saraswati. Her tamburas were called Lakshmi and Saraswati. The beautiful Trivandrum tamburas, which had ivory carving of Lakshmi on one tambura, Saraswati on the other tambura. Lakshmi and Saraswati were life partners of Amma, and in a concert, Lakshmi and Saraswati would be tuned so beautifully well, and the third tambura would be Amma herself. So that was the kind of Shruti consciousness. It's just not Shruti Shuddham, it is Shruti consciousness. She was all about Shruti. The way she could art, she maintained her divine voice. That was a gift from the heavens. She did not abuse her voice at any point of time. She practiced so hard, she put in so much effort to keep that great voice in good shape. Amma and Radhaka had to sing the Varishais, just the scale of the raga, in 3 speeds or whatever. She would start with ah, 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 and she would go on. Until Srimati Siddheshwari Devi finished her first round of Japam, both of them had to sing only this. She couldn't go to the next column, nothing. She had to repeat this on and on. But she did. M.S. Subbulakshmi was such a great star when she learned from Srimati Siddheshwari Devi. Nothing touched her. Even when she received the Bharat Ratna, nothing touched her. That kind of humility to learn, that kind of humility to practice was something astounding about Amma. And like this, she has learned from so many great Vidwans and Vidushis. She had preserved so many pathantrams of kritis, of bhajans, of abhangas, of Bengali songs, of Rabindra Sangeet and whatnot. I once made a list of the composers that she had, the compositions that she had sung, the composers, and the list ran up to more than 200. See, that's the kind of effort that she always took. And to life, she was very, very practical in life. She gave the best of advice to everybody. She dedicated herself to humanity in general. She had a very, very kind heart. She had a very philanthropic heart along with her great husband, Shri T. Sadashivam. And to see a couple like this again, it's going to be really difficult. And with these few opening remarks, I think I'll just start playing. was Terati Garada, a composition of Sri Tyagaraja Swami Indiraga Gauli Pantu, set to Aditala. Amma was very particular. She wouldn't compromise on anything, especially when it comes to music. Never she compromised on the Carnatic identity. All the kritis all the compositions in the Carnatic idiom that she learned, she preserved it until her last days. Never did she tamper with the Carnatic identity. She had learned so many compositions, kritis, varnams, padams, javalis, you name it, she could sing. And it was her philanthropic, benevolent mind that she sang to purchase the houses of Sri Tyagaraja Swami, Sri Muthuswami Dikshitar and Sri Shama Shastri at Tiruvarur. All of them were in ruins, and it was due to Amma's concerts that helped restoring those great places. One other composer that Amma really brought to light was Sri Annamacharya. She sang a lot of compositions. She cut the great Balaji Pancharatnamala's set of records. And one composition that was very dear to her was this composition, Enta Matramuna Yavvaru Dalachina Anta Matrame Niyo, because the meaning is so beautiful. He says to the Lord, Enta Matramuna Yavvaru Dalachina, like how the devotee perceives you, you appear to that devotee like that. For the Vedantins, you appear to them as the Brahman. For the Vaishnavas, you appear to them as Vishnu. For Shaivas, you appear to them as Shiva. For the Shaktas, you appear to them as Shakti. So this was a composition that was very dear to her, and she included this composition in most of her concerts. Enta matramuna evvaru dalachina. This composition was tuned by Shri Kadayanallur Venkatraman. Amma she would take great pains, very great efforts to pronounce every language very well. Be it Tamil, be it Sanskritam, be it Kannada, be it Telugu, be it Malayalam, be it Urdu, be it Bengali, be it Gujarati, be it Marathi, Hindi, whatever. She would consult an expert in that language. She would make notes. You should see her music books and diaries. She would write the meaning of each and every word of the composition. And the next composition that I am going to play is a composition of Sri Muthuswami Dikshitar in the raga Abheri. This raga Abheri is its original structure is maintained amongst the very few compositions today. It's maintained in this composition because the raga is completely changed, and Amma used to sing this composition Veena Bheri as it should be. The place which was very dear to her heart was Madurai. And Meenakshi had a very special place in Amma's heart. That is one aspect of Madurai that she liked. The other aspect of Madurai that she really loved was the glass bangles that you get at the Meenakshi temple. She was so fond of glass bangles. She was so fond of Mallipu. Mallipu is loosely translated as jasmine. She was so fond of perfume. Amma would never, perfume was really, I don't think, if she parted with perfume, one, the perfume must have been bad, or she must have really liked the person. So she was mad after perfumes. But she won't drench herself in perfume though. She would use it very ethically. And anyway, this composition and this raga, the raga Shankarabharanam, became synonymous with Srimati M.S. Subbulakshmi. Amma has, I think, practically sung, not left one composition in Shankarabharanam that I don't think there is a composition that she has not sung. So she has covered so many compositions in Shankarabharanam. I'll just play a small alapana. The narrative that she used to sing at the line Samagana Vinodini in this great composition of Shyama Shastri is an everlasting, I think it is one of the priceless gifts that we have had from in the Carnatic music field. Saroja Taranetri in Shankarabharanam.
Mm-hmm.
The next composition that I am going to play is a very interesting composition. It is a composition of Tayumanavar. It is set in two ragas, Janjuti and Nadanama Kriya. This composition Amma learned when she was barely 9 years old. And she learned from none other than the great Laya legend, Pudukottai Dakshinamurthy Pullai. Amma told me once the story. She got bitten by some insect and her whole hand burst into blisters. And it was Dakshinamurthy Pullai who applied Vibhuti, that is, what do you say for Mantricha? Mantricha Vibhuti. The Vibhuti that has been sanctified and regenerated with mantra. And only then that blister went away, and it was at that time Dakshinamurthy Pullai taught her this composition, and she remembered it so well. And when I learnt this composition on a Vijayadashimi day when she was past 75. The composition is Angai Kodumalar Thuvi. It has a very beautiful tala structure. It has a Mishra Champatala and a Khanda Triputatala together. Angai Kodumalar Thuvi Angamad Pulagip Anbinal Urugi Virinir Angai Kodumalar Thuvi Angamad Pulagip Anbinal Urugi Virinir. That's the composition. sure all of you know the story that I'm going to tell. Mahatma Gandhi ji requested Amma to sing his favorite Meera Bhajan Hari Tumharo, and Mama wrote back to him saying that Amma doesn't know this song, kindly excuse us. So the reply came from Gandhi ji. He said, I would rather hear Subbulakshmi say the words of the song rather than anybody else sing it. So immediately they had to arrange for this recording, and it was done at the All India Radio Madras. It was tuned overnight. The recording happened all night, and it was tuned by R. Vaidyanathan, and it was sent by the early morning flight to Delhi. It was played in the evening bhajan of Mahatma Gandhi. Mahatma Gandhi's favorite bhajan, Hari Tumharo. Amma's devotion and bhakti to many saintly persons, many saints and great persons is well known. She had a very great regard and reverence for the Acharya of Shri Kanchi Kamakoti Pitha, Shri Chandrasekharan Saraswati Swamigal, and Bhagavan Shri Satya Sai Baba of Puttaparthi. When Amma sang at the United Nations, the Paramacharya of Kanchipura composed a special song as a prayer for world peace, incorporating the words from the Brihadaranyaka Upanishad. And Amma sang this at the United Nations, and every concert of her after that used to conclude with this benediction, Maitrim Bhajata. This was tuned by the great music composer Vasant Desai. I'll conclude my concert with this composition, and I thank all of you for your patient listening, and Aalaap, Akhila and everybody for this wonderful opportunity. Thank you.
I really don't know what to say after a wonderful concert like this. But one of the stories that you mentioned was about, you used that she couldn't part with perfumes. But thank you so much for filling this space with the fragrance of MS Amma. Really, thank you so much. I think you really brought it alive. Thank you very much. Thank you, Arun. Thank you, Purushotham.